Hey guys!
Hey guys.
We're in Stella's house. They're gone now, finally. But we're working on Stella's wheels. We're polishing them. So I've polished one just there. So everything I learned on that, I'm going to show you how I do it on this one. So yeah, they're not that bad, but they're definitely hazy. And I'll insert some pictures because it's very hard to see on the camera, but when you take pictures there's a massive difference. This little DA slash a rotary, you can swap them, but I'm going to be using a rotary for this. And then we've also a drill with a drill bit, and we've all the attachments, so I think it's important to have one of these. You can't do them by hand, but this is so much quicker in my opinion, and I can leave the link down below for this because I actually think it was a really good buy because it's battery powered and you get 2 batteries. So even if you wanted to quickly polish your car to show, this would be fantastic. Also guys, I think there's a lot of like misconception online on how do you know if your wheels are clear coated or not, and I didn't really know, and there's not really that many videos on YouTube on this. And the easiest way is to grab some metal polish. This is the one that we're using, is McGuire's NXT All Metal Polish. And if you want to take a microfiber, I'll show you now. Let me grab this one. So you take a microfiber, and as you can see it is blue, and I'm just going to rub it on a small part of the wheel. Maybe do a test practice somewhere where you don't care about, and just rub it for a few seconds. You don't even have to rub really hard. If it turns black, these are not clear coated. So because Stella spent hours trying to, she thought these were clear coated. She spent hours trying to polish them yesterday, and there wasn't much of a difference. And I was like, I have a feeling they're not clear coated, but she was scared to use a metal polish in case it wrecked it. But I was like, if we do a test patch somewhere, that would be good. So anyway, I'm gonna start off with a smaller head, one of these heads, and then I'm gonna dot kind of spread it around the wheel and then get going. Okay, so then I'm using a dirtier microfiber just to get the excess of that black stuff. And then, well, see, we've already done one wheel with this, so this looks very dirty, but then I'll just go over that again. And you should be making good progress there, and it looks so much better already. Now again, on camera it's going to be hard to see, but it's definitely a visible difference in person, and I think it's the smaller touches that are going to make a difference. It's very warm. I'm just switching over the attachment for the DA now, so I'm going to turn this into a DA and polish, just normal polish, the actual face of the alloys. So I'm just screwing that on. That's what's really good about this machine, is that it's 2-in-1, and I'm using the usual Koshkemi M302. Love this stuff, so easy to work with, and just popping pea-sized amount onto the pad. I'm just using a little bit of polish on a microfiber to just get in the sides of the spokes, because you can't really reach these with the polisher. Okay guys, that's it polished up. This took me, I think, 3 or 4 hours for 2 wheels, but look at the difference. So proud of myself. Ross, thanks for helping in the last 2 seconds.
I did all of them. You're lying.
Sure.
Do you think you're qualified?
Yeah, did you do all of them, yeah?
I did like in my. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you poor thing. I actually was wearing gloves, so they're not too bad. Look at the aftermath. Now it's time to clean them. Meanwhile, Stella is at Cormac's garage and she's prepping the washer bottle for spraying. This will be visible behind the bumper, so she's gonna paint it black. So do not polish your car like this at home, but for the sake of us installing the panels, we have to polish around where the panel goes onto the car, so that obviously we'll polish it properly later. But we need to polish this before we install the fenders. So I'm probably scratching the paint even more by doing this. But sure, look, desperate times call for desperate measures. And just for reference, I've never ever seen a car with paint as bad as this. We're using Kosh Chemi again, our favourite stuff. So we're using a heavy coat on a heavy pad. Oops, that might be too much. Just following the line where the wing will meet the car. I'm thinking, how many people should I piss off in our whole YouTube series by saying fender? And honestly, I don't know how we're gonna make it to the show, because this paint looks like it's been through hell and back. So wish us luck.
Yeah.
Monica left me in charge of this.
You're under pressure.
Yeah, especially the fact that she broke her good camera yesterday.
Oh, I seen that actually. Seen that.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good, Monica or Ross, whoever's editing this. Right, that looks good. Right. With the rear wing finished, Stella's just moving on to the front wing and starting to do a stage 3 polish on that too. Just look at the difference. I didn't even think the car was this colour. Camera. I'm using my phone. But we're just putting this rubber bit so that my mechanic was about to take my coilovers out. He needs to.
He doesn't want to cut himself.
Be safe. I don't want him to cut himself while getting out a really well looked after coilover. Right. Day number 2 at the garage, getting this car back together. Today we treated ourselves to an actual monster, and the plan of action is to polish the panels that the body kit is going onto. I'll play something that's gonna like get us working 3 times the speed we should be. Huh?
Measuring the whole back and saying, going opposite and then move very aggressive. It's like
Just something that puts you in a great mood. This is the day when we finally got the panels back from paint. This means that we could finally start piecing the puzzle together. So Stella's continuing on with the polishing underneath the panels that were going to be applied. We only have a few days remaining and the clock is ticking and pressure is on. So we need to be working as fast as we can if we want to make it to the show. The next task is to come up with a way to fit lights into these little holes. So this is what Cormac and Stella ended up
Got
doing.
two wires. It's always either going to be black or brown is going to be your earth.
Yeah.
And the other one is going to be alive. There'll be a sequence of different colours, but they will generally be the same. So you need red or stripe.
So then
I
this
just
will
have
be
them
the
twisted
plug.
in like that. Just
Yeah.
if you ever do get rid of the car, want to take my work, just want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Fucking get rid
And
of it.
then that will connect to this.
Yep.
And then you'll be able to remove the bumper.
Now they're very bright on camera, but they honestly change the whole look of the car in person. Step by step, it's finally starting to take shape. Stella's putting some wire mesh onto the back of the wings to make it look more put together, and so there's no empty holes. Time to refresh some of the bulbs, rear and front. Wow, look at the difference. Comment down below and let me know, do you prefer warm or cool tone lights? Let's start putting all the panels back together so that we actually can dry this car out.
So the car made home in one piece. That only means one thing. There's 1,010,000 things to do on the car. I'll be working from home today, maybe tomorrow from the shed. This looks ridiculous without the new wheels. And the spoiler is pending to be fitted. Taillights installed, and I just love how subtle they turn out. Like, I never wanted them to be anything too in your face. So if you look closely, you might spot it. Okay. So today's Monday, which gives me approximately 4 days, even less because I still have a full-time job. I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, but on Friday we have to be leaving to Belfast. So technically we maybe have about 3 full days to finish the 350 along with bringing the TT as well. So yeah, it's real crunch time now to get the whole car put back together. Panels are installed, so now it's everything else that needs to be done. The rest of the car needs to be polished. The steering wheel needs to be fitted, new gear shifter needs to be installed, the radio unit needs to be installed. So loads of things to be done, but my biggest concern is probably polishing this, because the guy who painted it had a rotary polisher and that cut a lot of time. But now I just have a DA at home, so we'll see how we get on. I left these sitting out in the sun just so that they're straightened out and there's no kinks on them from shipping. So you can see now it's very flexible, and that's what we want to ensure that it molds to the shape of the headlight. Just gonna peel back the adhesive. I'm gonna try work quickly.
So that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you're looking forward to the reveal in the next video, because I really am. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!